All right, welcome back. You're watching Morning Cafe. Thank you so much for staying with us. I want us to shift gears now and talk matters of the heart, Relationship Wednesday. Lakini this morning we want to talk about the men a little bit, and we've been talking about men tangu tuanze mwaka. This morning there has been a conversation going around online that the men are missing out on social events and concerts. So we are asking, where are the men harmonicani? That is the question you're also asking on social media. Tuambie, wanaume wako wapi? Why are they missing out on these social events, on concerts, clubs pia wapatikani apparently, but they're here, they will tell us that wako wapi. Do interact with us on our socials, TV47 Kenya on Facebook and on YouTube, on X at TV47 Digital. And you can tag me as well at @Dida. You can also call in live. I'll be very happy to hear from you this morning, even as you contribute to this conversation. I want to start with the men because the conversation is centered around men. And today's panel, you're very lucky. Usually mtu ameka kando yangu, swali na mwangukianga. But today let's start with Gladson because he's the first gentleman seated at the very far end. Where are the men, Gladson?
First of all, good morning. Men tuko hapo, lakini sasa kuko na so many, I think kuna so many factors zinachangia sisi kupotea. And most of them ni socioeconomics. Na ya pili ni entertainment designs and patterns zina change. So you find that kwa socioeconomics, maybe in terms of money, we are not able to afford ile kuchafua meza yenye tulikuwa tunafanya kitambo because of so many things zenye ziko kwa mgongo yetu. Una imagine hii creative mzima hii ni kama requirements za mtoto wangu mmoja, so you need to unafikiria how can I balance things. Then to entertainment patterns ni sahi it's more of a risk. Ukienda na demu yako concert ama wherever you'll go with, at any point in time utapata crush wake ni huyo jamaa anaimba hapo juu ba. Sasa unashindwa huku ni wapi tumekuja, unapata. So na as men we hate your
Lessons yata wewe uko na yule Rihanna, Nicki Minaj.
But we don't go wild when in parties like tuna show.
Sasa si hawa hivi unaona mtu kama Charisma. There's this Charisma song, there is a song where women were throwing stuff at him akiwa stage. Maybe women artists are not giving men an opportunity to go crazy. Sasa is it that kuna that opportunity for you to express yourselves willingly?
No, sasa when it comes to men, us expressing our love to someone, even in such a setup, is very crazy. The only person we showed love to ni Show Speed, because Show Speed yake niko barabara huko. So when it comes to this setup, sisi tupendi your competition. We always want to be seen, to be felt, and to dominate. Sasa wakati tunapata makrashi, demu yako hadi yako ni crush ule, anaitwa wana dance and they do all those things. Kuna time hata uliona kulikuwa na so much controversy, paka boy akajama kaenda home because of what the girl was doing. So such things zinafanya, but the main point ni the social economics dynamics are changing. Wasichana wako na pesa sahi, hatuwezi wa manipulate ile rahisi to hizo factors zinapenda ndani ya club. Unaona pana, acha tu mimi nikae home ama niende kwa joint yenye kuna football I can watch with my fellow men, whereby in the film maybe I'm still a man and not competing with another man for attention of my girl. Yes.
So it's about finances and it's also about some sort of insecurities, yeah? Why are men insecure? Lakini let's hear from wakili. Wewe tutarudi hapo kuamilia hapo kwa hiyo point of insecurity, because I don't think it makes any sense for you to be insecure about your woman, going all crazy about an artist that they find interesting to them. Lakini I'm not judging you. Shikilia hapo. Wakili, where are the men? Anasema you guys are not at social events, you guys are not at concerts, you guys are not at clubs. Because there's also a difference between social events and of course, concerts. Social events just a mashup of a lot of things, but of course concerts tunasema kama you musician ameenda pale juu anangoja kwanza show 6, when do they start? 6 p.m. to till late. Yes. So where are the men?
I think men are now having a cultural shift where we want now to save, to make money, and not just waste money. Because the reason why there's a low turnout of men is because we now want to achieve financial literacy and stability. As he said, now we cannot just go out there spending money to please a woman or to please women in the clubs. It's not our type of thing right now. there's now also the women empowerment really is an issue right now because women are not independent, as she has just said. They can achieve what they want, they can buy what they want. So we tend now to let them be, as they say, independent and rich. So that time right now, and also the other thing I think, which is also a reason why men are not there, is because men now want to focus on long-term goals. Men now want to involve in betting, in sports, and also in men talks. Right now we have so much men talks around. And also, I think one big reason men are not also seen around is because of the positive discrimination. The girl child long time ago was not given more time and more attention. So right now, there's a shift of that. So you get that the man is now vulnerable to the society than a woman. There's been some debates around about the video circulating around of the woman, and you can see how there's a shift of blames. So the boy child is now at danger. So we now want to have our mental peace.
Which video is that? Which video are we talking about? Because you know, social media is wild. We're seeing a lot of videos online. So just to be specific, which video?
I'm not sure of the lady's name, but I know of the man's name.
What's the man's name?
Sorry to bring it up, you know.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What's the man's name?
James Opande, Mr. James Opande.
The lady is Marion.
Yeah, Marion. So it has really raised some issues on morals and mental health awareness.
Wakili, you're a wakili. You think the James Opande wasn't wrong?
Okay.
Now that you bring it up.
As a wakili, I cannot just shift blames to one person because one is innocent till proven guilty. And if Marion is alleging, she must prove. Okay? Because there are some instances where also Mr. James Opande was vulnerable. He was also harassed sexually. So that's for Wakil Lanstan Omar to decide because he was just saying that he can make sure that Marion is given 50 million shillings. But he, he's a good lawyer, a good criminal lawyer. So I'll be looking up to see if he'll take the case. Yeah.
So it's always about women. Why are men missing out on social concerts? Everything that you've said has been centered around women. Women have been empowered. Women are financially literate. Women are, have jobs. Nini. So this whole issue is about women, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that creating a certain rift between these two genders, don't you think?
It is, because right now, if I want to celebrate my birthday, I better call my few boys, maybe go out, some road trips, or talk meaningful things. You get? But you know, for most women, who don't celebrate their birthdays, I'm very sure, after studio, pictures in the morning, the next thing they'll do is go clubbing. You get?
Wakili, wanawake walikufanyia nini? Lakini hold on to that point.
I'm not against women.
We'll be coming
In
back
fact,
to that.
I'm very much into empowering the girl child.
Let's hear from Adam.
Yeah.
Just hold on to that point. You mentioned a good point. You're very an ardent, what is it called? You love women empowerment, girl child empowerment. Hold on to that thought. Adam, mko wapi? Are you attending social concerts, social events, concerts, or clubbing? Are you?
Really not, but not the clubs, but in the community field, as a humanitarian, I do. So as from my experience in the community and social events, you can see women dominates men in presence. So it doesn't mean that we men don't care, but we really care.
Hold your microphone. Well.
We really care. And our presence means a lot when it comes to community. But the issues like cultural, social, and economic pressures made us being absent from the community space. So you can see women are numerically present, but socially and emotionally absent. Meaning that we are not being involved in the process. You can see some of the events are not even meant for men. So, and that's where social expectation or the community or traditional expectation come in, whereby men feels like they don't be like social butterflies to go everywhere. So there is a quote of bro to bro, where they say, never go where you are not invited. So this means that men has a limit when it comes to social events. You can see man going to a certain event because of his financial crisis, he can go into trouble. You can see them anakuambia
I think I have your problem with how you're holding that microphone.
Eh?
Nataka kukusikia vizuri.
Okay.
Yes, hold it closer to your mouth.
You can see ukienda event fulani, you can meet many people, many friends, and in those process, you can lack a financial, you can face financial problem, whereby you can meet your friend and can tell you, kindly help me this. Maybe you can meet with your friend in the club, whereby anakuambia unisort mahali, maybe uninulie kitu na uko chini sana. So we feel like in social events, we feel down, whereby we feel underrated, we may feel shame, and the society believes that we should be strong, we should stand alone.
This has not always been the case, because for a very long time men have dominated social events, clubs, and I don't know about concerts, but clubs. Ukienda pale club unapata ni mwanaume anachafua meza, how we say it. But you're talking about right now in these social events you feel more vulnerable. Why is that the case? Why are you feeling vulnerable? And you also made a point about nowadays events are about women, but it's women organizing events for their fellow women. Then why aren't men organizing events for their fellow men?
Okay, in the side of vulnerability, men, as the society believe that we should be strong alone, we should be very supportive. Whereby, because of the social pressure out there, economy ni mbaya, na mfuko iko chini sana. That is why maybe because of the peer pressure, we may be left out. That's why we normally ignore social events, according to me. For example, if your friends or your teams are organizing for an adventure in a certain site and you don't have the transport, you feel like left out in the room whereby you can be isolated because of lack of finance.
Bro code. What's wrong with bro code? What happened to bro for bro? Aden?
Bro for bro. Because they say, never go where you have not invited, but because of financial crisis, you should be left out. It really happens.
Meaning you leave out your fellow men. That is bad manners. Let's hear from Tiranira. Where are the men? Are you attending these concerts, Tiranira? Or even social events?
I don't attend clubs, but I really go to the community event, charity event as a humanitarian in my organization. For example, I am working in an organization called Humanity First Home Organization, whereby, for example, if you can see the members, 90% are women, and 10% are men.
All right.
And maybe we are left out when it comes to community engagement.
Okay.
And that is why we are here as a men to present ourselves, that we are not left out. We should be
included.
Involve
me, namtaki kwenda. You hijacked Tiranira's question, but Tiranira, just pick it up from there.
Okay. Men are there, but of course there are various reasons that have, of course, led to the considered decline in their presence, be it depending on the context of the social setting, be it clubs, concerts, schools, even churches. For example, the main reason, of course, is the economy, as everybody has said. The economy is not doing well for us, so you find that we prioritize other things or other important financial obligations that will make us cut back or pull back on, going to concerts, clubs, as often as we'd have gone earlier. It's not that we're not going, we're just not going frequently. We're not going every day of the week. We might go once in 2 weeks, once in a month, depending on how the economy allows or how the wallet is. If we're talking about, also another thing, concert clubs, these are, for the longest, have been male-dominated fields. And it's mostly because women were a bit discouraged from doing that. Over time, it was, clubs are not good places, not even safe places for women. Don't do that. If even parental upbringing, you were told, hey, don't be like your father drinks, no, avoid clubs, avoid bars. But with the development in time, women have actually taken up that. And they are going or attending concerts, clubs. So in as much as, yes, it can be seen that there's a decline in the number of men being there, there's a strategic increase in the number of women there. Because, over time, they've actually taken it up and say, yeah, there is no problem in women actually going to have fun. There's no problem in women unwinding. So they'll take it upon themselves. So they'll do it. They'll do it without any form of pressure. So they feel, yeah, I'm supported to do this. So women now are taking up those spaces. Now, when you put that in coordination with how bad the economy is, you find that men will tend to cut back on that. Or another thing, you say, I can choose, let me say, I go to club and maybe I want to drink a certain type of drink, but in clubs, they are more expensive. So I might choose, let me go to the local liquor store or a depot around and get just a drink, and I'll go drink it at home. You see, because of financial constraint, I'll decide to take it up and go drink it at home instead of having to go to clubs that regularly.
So ideally, it could be that men haven't decreased, women may increase.
Yes, that's my argument, because there are more women in that field there. Then to a point that now you don't see that it's a male-dominated field anymore, because more and more women are taking up that idea.
Independent women.
Yes, they are not seeing it as as a taboo, a bad omen or something. They are very comfortable with that. So that increase tends to create that difference. You see that, men may reduce, but in reality, women have increased.
Lillian, are you concerned that men are missing out on social events, hawako kwa concerts, hawako kwa clubs? Is that something that is concerning to you?
Yeah. For me, I think yes, because utapata kwamba in these gatherings ama social events, wanawake ndio wengi. Just to be realistic, is true, wanawake ndio wengi, but men sometimes wanaachwa nje because of, I think, many reasons according to me. Ya kwanza is the socialization style. Unaona, for us girls, like for me as a girl, I think nikienda nje, niongea na mabeshte wangu, niwaambie kitu inanibother, I'll feel nice. But for men, I think for them, the way they have been brought in the society, ni watu wako, you are a strong person, you don't need to speak out your things, you just need to keep them for yourself. So I feel like wanasikia aibu kushare their things. But for us, if I get like a chance to go for a social event, I can even share with my friends what I'm going through, something of that sort. And then another thing is, I feel like men, kwa vile wamekuwa brought up in the society, they are like, wao ndio, the head of the family, the head of everywhere, like as a man. So they fear to be judged. At times inaweza kuwa uchumi ni ngumu vile wanasema. Nikikuja mahali niseme mrembo, tuseme for example, mrembo ana chochote hivi, ama maybe fair, ama maybe kitu imeisha kwa barabara, uko like sikuna wanaume atafanya na labda hana. So they don't they feel watakuwa judged. So ni heri tu nikae nyumbani kwa usalama, but hivyo tu. Yes.
Lakini kitambo walikuwa. Now, unajua, you people are talking about men are not being given spaces to be vulnerable. And I want to throw this back at them again. We are having these conversations during Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, International Men's Day. We're asking men, why are men quiet? We're silencing the men. Then what is the essence of these conversations if in 2026 we're still talking about men are not being given spaces to be vulnerable and to just express themselves? Then what is the essence of these events, Wakili?
I think right now there are more events being organized by men, like the Men Talk. I'm forgetting the name of one. I don't know. It's a men conference that men are trying to empower each other. You go there, you say what you do, and somebody will guide you through each and every step. And as she has said, my colleague here, a man, it's very hard for a man to open up. When a man opens up, he'll be told he's a weak man. Like for me, I might have some issues with me, but I cannot just open up.
Then sasa hizo conferences inawafunza nini? What are you doing at these conferences if you cannot ease up when you're there?
So in these conferences is where now we get to talk to fellow men, to know what's troubling them, what's troubling me, and we get now to share each other's problems. But for the clubbing, we cannot share problems in clubs because, as she said, as a man, when I go to a club right now with a girl and I invite her over, she'll come with her beauty alone. But finances, it's me. The Uber, the drinks, and all, it's for me to do that. So when a woman is broke, she can go out there and party herself. There's always a man willing to do all for a pretty lady. But for me, who will buy me?
Listen, so would it be good, nice, or okay if women also contributed, wasikuje tu hapo na beauty, kukaa tu kwa meza, such that kama ni kuchafua meza, both of you, you're contributing to that? Because I was also seeing an argument online that, you know, it's easier to party with men, such that if a bill is, say, 20,000 Kenyan shillings, then let me pose this question to you as you ponder on it before we pick this call, such that if a bill is 20,000 Kenyan shillings and it's 4 of you, one will, you know, contribute 5,000 Kenyan shillings, another 8K, another 544, like that, to just fill up that bucket. Then would it sit well with you if women also contributed to easing that financial burden? Gladson, hold on to that. That is your question. But let's pick this call. Where is he from, Director? Donholm. He's calling us from Donholm. Good morning.
Good morning, Anne.
Yes, talk to us.
This is Frank from Donholm.
Good to hear from you, Frank.
I'm very happy because for the first time we're having men affairs being discussed live.
Not the first time, Frank. You're lying. This means, you know, we don't watch this show, but talk to us.
You know, this is a phenomenon because according to me, you know, the culture of, you know, women can do what men can do. Now, we sat down and realized that in recent times, women are doing everything that we are doing. So we changed the focus. The purpose is not, you know, it's focusing on purpose over place. Because in most of the times, the social events have become femicentric, you know. Where maybe you go with a lady, maybe not necessarily clubbing, but just in a event. Then all of a sudden, there are so many ladies, and you are like, wow, what did I come to do here? So there are so many burnout issues that make people, you know, stay away. Building a society where men have gone back to what they should do. The reality of men, you know, men should be focused. And, you know, men are meant for future. Women are meant for today only. So we are having a shift whereby the environment of today allows only focused men. You know, men who are making coins, you know, men who are working hard, men who are, you know, they're like, it's a general compound and you can do whatever you want to do at any particular time. But now financial issue is the problem here. So we've gone back to the reality of men, whereby as a man, you should lead as an example. So we cannot all be clubbing. I'm going to clubbing, my woman is going to clubbing, so who is who? So we left those spaces for women, and we ought to participate in life-changing activities, whereby at least I can have something to look on after attending, not just going for clubbing. And again, most of these social events are not as they used to be. We are just talking of a case that we are having so many cases that are happening. We are having men going for clubbing with good intentions, but when they reach the clubbing, when I come chilling with the same ladies, then later the same ladies, men. So we left those spaces for them because we don't want every time we are going to court for issues that ladies are causing us. Yeah.
But Frank,
So
Frank, you're saying you've left these events and clubbing for women, that both of you cannot be in the house and, you know, going to club. But would you be okay if your woman left you in the house in the club pale kujibamba, Yeah, ako tu uko club anajibamba anapiga sherehe lakini wewe uko kwa nyumba. Will that be okay with you?
Wow, not an African man.
Si ni wewe umesema.
You know, in this case, I've just used an example of clubbing. I don't do clubbing. That means my woman cannot do clubbing. So it's just that we also have financial constraints. We have, reduced power, reduced purchasing power by you go in a club and maybe umeitisha kamoja and a woman comes and anaitisha tano na anachafua meza. So there's a range of activities because our priorities and the ladies' priorities, they are totally different.
All right, thank you so much, Frank. Umesema wanawake ni fundi. In short, tunaenda tunachafua meza with 5 bottles. Let's hear from Gladson. Pick it up from the question that I posed. Would it ease that financial burden if women also contributed?
Yeah, and that is why nakwambia it's easier. Unaona kwa mfano mwanaume, if I go with these 4 ladies to a club, even a hotel, wacha hata club, tukae hapo, I will just have this thing inside of me inaniambia tu I need to pay for this for. Unaona? Itakuwa ngumu sana nianze kuambia chini ya maji ati wewe leteni so kila mtu hapa tujaze ifike hiyo 1,000. So I think ladies, although si kitu ya kuambiwa, it is just something that they can adapt. A man telling you that wewe lipa kidogo nilipe the rest, it's very hard. So ni wewe mwenyewe unakuwa strategic. It's either if you are financially okay, unamwambia today the treat is on me from the word go. Mnatoka tu mkisema today I want to treat you. Unaona? Hiyo ni 1. 2, ukiona mwanaume ako club mako kwa nini kuna suggestions unajaribu kuleta anapiga kona kidogo. Unaona? Jo huyu mtu kuna vinyana pesa. Sasa kwa strategic useme no hizi ushanunua hizi ni poa, acha sasa mimi leo nikuchape na kangine kamoja.
That is as a lady.
As a lady. Sasa wewe ni demo. Unakuwa tu strategic. Unamwambia si leo tujaribu hii brand fulani. Nakwambia leo sijisikii nataka tu hii. Na ukiangalia hii ni cheaper. So wewe jaza tu usikwe mtu mwenye ndo wazima tia no I don't do these things. Kwa tu mjanja. Yes. Kwa tu mjanja, be strategic, mwambie okay leo hizi na appreciate umebuy hizi. Ndio pia sijui umejuana do unaambia wewe umefanya poa. But sasa pia mimi nataka hii ya mwisho, hii last round ni mimi ndo na take over. So acha mimi ni buy kitu fulani hii sasa tuchape tu pole pole mpaka jioni. So we will appreciate that, we will love it when our ladies wanna chip in any other place. Alafu coming back to your question ya social events, also men wanakuanga hard to receive invitations. Juu anakuanga always kuna kitu anakuanga amepanga beforehand. For example kama mimi najua all weekends as long as Manchester United is playing I'm unavailable. Hata unitafuta aje sitapatikana. Unaona? So ama kuna some big games nitakuwaga tu unavailable. But for a lady kuna events ukiweka anasema sisi angusha best yangu lazima niende nini ana cancel vitu zake. Hata ukiangalia sasa kwa church women are more in mosques unapata ni vile tu they have those separation ya men and women, but ukiangalia in terms of people who are going there women ni wengi. So women are socially available and into these events. Alafu lastly most of the things zinafanyika sahi mingi zina favor ladies. Unasikia wanasema ni mpaka ladies ukikuja na msichana anaingia free, wewe mwanaume unalipa. Number 2, ukienda unaambiwa free flowers for the first 100 ladies. Unasikia flowers. Umeenda unataka pia upost watu waende ulipewa flowers. So unapata kuna hizi enticing things zimekuwa brought in as part of marketing ya hizi events zenye mostly zina favor ladies. So mwanaume anaona sasa kama 200 people free drinks ama a glass of wine for them ama kitu fulani for them ama free entrance for the lady for the man. So unaona mimi sasa niende mimi nilipe na sina doo ya inge free. So it's either nyi wote mkae ama tu chini ya maji vile Frank amesema hapo unakubali tu lakini shingo upande unasema sawa enda tu but deep down unajua tu nimemrusha kwa nini. Yes.
Desvin, is it something that is of concern to you that men are not coming to these events?
Yeah, of course. To me, they are not showing up sometimes. When we come to reality, is that there's this cultural pressure, and men used to be taught like they should hide their emotions more than expressing themselves. You see, this thing leads to mental health stigma, and when you are not mentally okay, you can't show up to maybe to do something constructive. And you see, when women like they are showing up, they value more of connection and opportunities, and they support each other, because women mostly we are emotionally open. You see, we speak up, but for men, you see, they keep things for themselves, leading to low on the side of men showing up. No unapata like vile women wanna show up, unapata they are getting maybe into leadership because they are showing up, and you know leadership is all about participation. You know, and hapo kwa economic pressure pia, I think whatever is glad to know what he has said, I think for us women, let's hold each other, because this thing is not one-sided, because we are enjoying all of us. Let's support each other. Si lazima nikwambie do this for me, or you know.
So you champion for us also chipping in, paying bills.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Lakini we're talking about suppression, men suppressing emotions. Kwa social events and clubs, si ni mtu kujiachilia? Why is somebody still suppressing emotions at a social event, at a club, akiwa hapo na mbogi yake? I do not understand, lakini Thiranira, hold on to that question. What do you think, Gloria? I saw somewhere somebody was saying, finally, men are leaving us alone. Men are leaving us alone. They're not attending these events, these concerts, awako kwa club. That now ukienda pale kwa club ni women wamejaa. There's no men, coming to dance with you if you don't want to dance with them. There's no one coming to say hi to you if you don't want to talk back, at them. Then what do you think? Is it something that is of concern to you?
Yeah. Personally, I think men are not in these events because they are looking for money. Like wako na vitu mingi sana za kufanya na pesa, like unajua sasa kuna ile ego wanakuanga nayo wanaume, like they need money to do such things. And vitu kama sasa cater for their women's need, they need this money. Like they are out there looking for money. Like personally, mi siwezi pia mwanaume pesa. Some of them take a lot of advantage.
That was random, but we love it.
Personally siwezi pia mwanaume pesa. Mbona nikupee pesa? You can work for yourself. Mbona nikupee pesa? And some of them, mi nimeona wengi taking advantage of their ladies giving them money. So
wanakaa tu.
Wako tu. Others hata wanaikwa na wanawake. Unaona sasa. So watafute pesa yao.
You're tough. You're starting a very Gloria's regime is a very strict regime. Let's hear from you, Sparrow. What do you think? Finally, men have left us alone. That is something that I saw online. What do you think about this?
Before I talk about men being unavailable, let me talk about ladies. What happened to us? How did we step up? So gender and wealth distribution in Kenya, the gender gap, of course, is still there. But according to the statistic research that was done in 2023, it shows that 14,000 women entered the high income category, meaning a larger percent of women earned like 100,000 monthly compared to what was there before. What does this show? Women now have money, and if at all anything, they will show up. We do say that women show up for other women. Of course, when a friend of mine has a party, I will dress up, I'll look good and go there and represent, unlike men or unlike before. So I think the point of us now stepping in and boldly paying for what they think we cannot pay for, we are doing it without them. And talking about men being unavailable, I think for them, priorities have drastically changed, and they are gaining their masculinity back. So before, and like now, I think a man cannot go to a club and spend like 5,000 for a drink and, you know, amenda na mtu. Of course, this person wants also to drink and eat and go home at the end of the day. But before you unseat yourself in that club, it's around 2 a.m. You're not taking this lady at your home. Mnatafuta nini? B&B. Minimum B&B will cost like, let's say, 3,000 shillings. And by the time you know it, you've spent like 20,000 shillings for the night. Yenye sasa they have come to realize where they were going wrong, and now they are stepping up. They are coming up with minds of where was I going wrong, or what can I do better to achieve what I want. Looking at men now, they're getting involved in the meetup and park and chill. I think they call it that way. You'll find men now. They're going out with boys, and one is driving Geely, one is driving Subaru. They're now being stimulated with a turbocharged Subarus. I mean,
things like I should speed.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sound that are giving them goosebumps, unlike what they used to feel before. So I feel like for that, it's a significant show that men are now finding peace in other men, and they are networking out there. They are sharing ideas on how am I going to build a bigger house, or how am I going to achieve that Subaru, or how am I going to do this business. So yeah, I think men are out there strategically finding how to be a man. Yeah.
Is that really the case? Let's throw this to Eden. Is that really the case that men are, you're out there now finding yourselves, finding your masculinity, priorities are shifting, now you want to build families, you don't want to spend, this whole money? Because we've been hearing conversation around women decentering men. But what if it's a case of also men jumping in to decenter women? Is it that your priorities have shifted now, you want to build families and just be more financially aware and financially literate?
Yes. For men, they were working hard out there. Like men value money and success. That is why they were working hard out there. Like maybe ignoring the social events. Maybe a man is busy because of the responsibility he holds on his back out there. He has children, he has families to provide. So if you see maybe a man is not going to the social events, know that we men we are not ignoring the responsibilities. We are fearing somehow humiliation. So you have to work hard.
Humiliation from who? From the women?
From the women, in terms of financial and support.
Looks like a man's life just revolves around women. Guys.
No.
Of course, without us.
You can see,
not there.
You can see my sister here is saying, I don't give men money. So for me, I can tell her that if I can bring 3 tomatoes, you should bring 3 potatoes.
So you are for 50-50 in a relationship. But are women ready for even you, Akili, because you are not there. You're for 50-50. Yeah. Glad sir, 50-50. 70-30. Let's hear from you. This issue of men suppressing emotions, I asked you before. But we're talking about social events. I don't understand why men are not going to social events, because for a very long time, they've been conditioned to just suppress their emotions. The whole idea of social events is to loosen up. then why are you guys not loosening up?
Okay. Those social events, it's more loosening up for women than it is for men. For men, we just go to, okay, for individually, I can go to a social event, maybe for the fun of it. Maybe I just had a tough day and all. But if I have company, let's say I'm in a company of like 3 ladies, I'm not going to unwind. I'm not going to loosen up. There's that constant fear that, hey, the bill is on me, regardless of anything. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday about this topic, and a lady, and she was very insistent that I hate this habit of kuchanga pombe to buy. And then I asked her, I don't know, she said, si moja tu ajitolee anunue. Then I asked her, hey, wewe unaweza nunua? I said, mbona mwanamke anunue pombe? So you get, there's already, you hate that idea, but you can't do it, you can't do anything. So either way, like he said, when I go to a social event with these people, with these girls here, I'll be expected to pay. And that already keeps in mind that for me to even unwind or to loosen up, I need to have money. You see, I can't unwind even without money. Even just unwinding, I still need money to unwind. I need to be thinking of, I need to be financially aware. I need to be very keen on my finances for me to be able to unwind. So I'll of course avoid such events because they will not really help me.
What if a woman is not in the picture, Tiranira? Tuseme, you know, girls, we love being in groups. You know, I'll take 5 girls, twende pale, concert, twende club, twende nini. But what if for men, for example, you took 5 men the way you are, there are four of you, mwende pale club, then what's the pressure about?
No, that's very much okay. That's why recently when I Show Speed came, people wondered, where are all these men coming from? There were memes circulating that, your nonchalant boyfriend is running to Speed there. It's because there are no women there. There is no financial obligation of me there. I'll just go with men. We'll act crazy. I'll unwind, actually. I'll just let go of myself. But even doing that, there's someone out there like, hey, your nonchalant boyfriend went to do that. But in real sense, there's an actual peace that's coming from interacting with fellow men. Because men understand each other's struggles. And it's easy for a man, even in the cliques of guys, when they go out together, it's easy for them to agree on a financial plan. Let's say, hey, you don't have this, I'll sort it, you'll sort it next time. You know, it's not you're expected to pay. It's, I'll sort it, you'll sort it next time. Maona, it's okay. Hakuna mtu amekuza kauko na pesa nimekuambia tuende. You know, with men, there's that understanding because when you have it, you'll offer, and when you don't have it, someone else will offer. Because that's how men work. But that's not how man-woman relationship in a social setting works.
All right. Lillian, would you say that this is a ripple effect of women empowerment? That, women have been for so long empowered or are being empowered even in this day and age such that it makes men a little bit uncomfortable to be around empowered women?
Yes, naweza tetea wanaume kwa hiyo. For real, women tumechukuliwa sana, tumepewa kipaumbele sana. Kwa sababu hata for example, just right now, nikienda kwa supermarket, I was working with my friend, tukiingia kwa supermarket, wale soldiers wanakwanga hapo kwa mlango, wanamfanyia hivi na mimi sifanye hivi. So wako like, ladies are always, okay, sisi tumepewa priority, tuko juu sana. So I feel like, boy child ameachwa nje, and I feel like something needs to be done. Yes, kwa sababu hata mental health yao inaanza kuenda chini kwa sababu ya such things. They feel like women wamekuwa so much prioritized, and I also feel the same.
All right.
Yes.
For a very long time, women were neglected, Lilia. But that's besides the point. Let's hear from Gloria here. Women empowerment. Do you think it's the reason as to why men feel left out?
Somehow. But they should not feel bad. Actually, we were there. Tulikuwa hapo, like we have been for long been diminished, tumekuwa tu tukiteswa na hawa wanaume for long. So women empowerment, it is something that is encouraging us something like that is yenye inatuonyesha tu like we should rise up and such, though they are overdoing it. Na wafilia kidogo tu, lakini not that much.
So you say that women empowerment shouldn't be an issue to men at all?
It should not be an issue.
But do you champion for, say, men being brought to the table just to be allies in such conversations when we talk about women empowerment?
Yeah.
All right. Delvin, women empowerment. You are a champion for women empowerment and mental health, if I'm not wrong. But do you think that this, in a certain way, has also burdened the boy child?
For sure, yes. For us women, to be realistic, the previous days, men felt like they are maybe closed somewhere, they are not even independent for themselves. So they decided to design forums and those trainings about women empowerment. But now, this empowerment has really hindered boy child, because they forgot also to train men on how to deal with these empowered women. So now, hapo it becomes a challenge, because unapata they don't show up for they feel like they are weak, because when a woman is on board and I feel this woman is empowered and she can do things for herself, then they feel weak, they can't show up because they feel this is not the space where I belong.
Lakini sumasikia wanataka 50-50.
But sasa huwezi sema 50-50, it depends you two ni nini mnafanya. Because you can't say 50-50 and literally unaweza pata maybe I don't have a job and he has, why 50-50? But also kuna kale ka support
I
here.
see Adan looking at you because he's the one who came up with that. 50-50.
Of course, there's that ka support you give someone, but not literally put that notion at 50-50. Hey, you will fight, man.
All right, Spariel, this idea of women empowerment, what do you think about it? They say that men are not prepared to live with empowered women. And some, okay, Lilian pia hapa amechangia kasema that we have empowered girl child, we've left out the boy child. Now the boy child wanna feel, a little bit left out. They don't want to be in the social events. What do you think?
I would say that it's not that men have been out of space completely. It's just that they go to events that matter. They go to festive events that matters. For instance, go to safari rallies. Utapata men are there. Their huge percentages is outside, but doing the masculinity things. So I would say that right now I think they've discovered that absence is power, and that when they disappear that way, they gain that energy. They get that they get that masculinity significant that men demand power, and through being lost or through doing things that we are not seeing them do, because we cannot tell right now, we cannot tell where men are. But trust you me, men are happy.
They're doing something.
They are doing something.
So is women empowerment an issue really? Should it be an issue to the boy child?
It shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue, because right now we are not giving them a burden. We are not giving the financial burden. We are stepping up.
All right, let's hear from them as we wind up this conversation. Gladstone, we'll start with you. Do you think we'll get to a point where men are now ready to interact and to deal with empowered women?
Well, already last week we said that 90% of everything a man does, it is related to a woman. Why is that everything in women? That's the thing. That's how we are. 90% ya kila kitu tunafanya, hata tukiingia gym, whatever muscles are going to gain there, it is just to attract someone. Kuna alituambia, kuna aliguza hivi akasema, ikitambia iwezi. Mwingine anasema mimi mtu mwenye yuko financially stable staki. So you'll find that men will be working hard, but at the back of their mind wanajua this is for someone else. However, okay, kufika kwa women empowerment and men being able to handle empowered women, we will reach there. But we will need to change a lot of things. We can reach there. We will need to change a lot of things. And one of them is when you are empowering a woman, make it known to her that I'm not empowering you to go and fight or rival men. I'm not creating another man in you. I'm just showing you your space. I'm just showing you your power. And I'm showing you how to maneuver in a world where men are dominating. Unaona? In that area, mwanaume hata feel like, huyu jamaa ameletwa hapa kama my competitor. Tutaanza kuona kama people are coming here to complement us. And once we start complimenting one another, ndio maana nasikia wanaongea mambo ya 50-50, where which 50-50 is dangerous because now mtakuwa equal partners. Hata kwa kampuni mnajuanga 50-50 shares, it means all decision making zinaletwa kwa meza pa. No one is going to say anything. Itakuwa bono ulifanya kwa hujaniambia and stuff like that. So women empowerment is good, it's okay. It is not generally contributing to why we are not socially available, but it's a factor. So I think what we can just do, and all the organizations can do, and everyone can do, is just to ensure women kwamba we are empowering you to complement men and not doing vice versa. That's why we're going to Samata Juzi, when that story ilikuwa inatokea. People were defending the lady simply for the same reason. They always feel like the lady should never be in any trouble. A lady should never get in trouble. You can do whatever you want and no one should tell you otherwise. No. Kuna hizo so many organizations that kuna hizo vitu, we cannot mention them here, but that's what they tell us. Enter there, be free, do whatever you want to do, na mtu asikushow anything. That is dangerous because sasa mimi feel so you can do what you want and no one should say anything. Now how about me start doing what I want to do and no one should be telling anything? No, that's dangerous. So I think we should just find the right balance in how we are also telling men this is what we're doing to your women, and this is how now you can live and cohabit with them.
All right, I'll ask for more time just for you to conclude this conversation because it was about you men. But do you see you guys coming back to these concerts and social events ever?
Yes, I'll come back because I think there's a big mistake people say by women empowerment, that there's a type of empowerment that women are now going against. You being empowered means you can speak up to me and tell me this is wrong, but it's not to me that you become a rebel. You want me to protect, to provide, and to be the head, or you cannot be a neck. You can't be submissive because you are empowered. So it depends. A long time ago, also, men used to hunt in the clubs, but now a man is now the one being hunted. Okay, because
the prize.
You know the prize. Most women will disagree with that, but we are now the prize because they feel like, if I have a man there, let me go there, he'll buy me this and this. No kitambo, when you want to date somebody, I go to the club, I'll get a girl there, go home, she becomes my wife. Nowadays you have so many places I can get a wife. The dating sites, you have Tinder, we have Instagram, Facebook, you get. So also the empowerment depends. Like she has said, my friend here, Mwende, aizipia mwanaume pesa. But when I said 50-50, it means a lot, not financially. Emotional, what do you bring to the table? I want my peace. So for me to unwind nowadays, say I must in the club, I can go to the gym, I can go play rugby, play golf to unwind. And as also, you said also, for men, when you go out, you contribute differently. I come with my car, I fuel it. You come with the drinks, maybe you come just bring the vibe we get here. Because also for a man, drinking is expensive. For me to drink, let's say I'll need like 20,000 because I can't just go there and drink substandard goods. All right.
Let's hear from Aden now to kimalizia sasa. Aden, you brought in that issue of 50-50, and I want to ask you this question about, are you prepared to live with an empowered woman? Would you marry an empowered woman? Yule ako na pesa zake. Nasikia mnawaita career women nowadays. Is that something that you're ready for?
Yeah, sure. Like, I really love to marry a woman who is at least contributing something. But not a woman that say, mine is mine and yours is ours. That syndrome, let us get rid of that. You have to contribute something on the table. You are being empowered for like gender equity, for you to rise towards the power of men.
Gloria, what do you think?
Okay, I think I can change my perspective on that. Yeah, so like when you have money, ukiwa mwanamke, like it is not a must that you ask for small things. That is what I was meaning. Like I should not give my money to a man. I cannot give my money to a man, but like I will cater for my personal needs. Yeah, for such.
Amesema pesa yake ni
Pesa yake ni yetu, lakini yangu ni yangu.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for making time for this conversation. It has been lovely, kama kawaida, to have you guys on set. This morning, we're talking about the men. Where are the men? They're not attending social events, they're not at concerts, and they are not at clubs. Lakini wamesema they are now prioritizing on other things. Wako mahali, they are attending I Show Speed, Safari Rally, and the like. That's it. My name is Anne Odida. Good morning.